Hi, my name is Amy Conklin, and this is my case study for EDL 856 on parental apathy. I want to start with identifying what the problem is. Mrs. Rose is a new assistant principal at John F. Kennedy School and has been on the job for 4 months. There is limited contact or involvement of the parents and the outside community with the school. There are no parental groups, such as PTO and PTA. The principal does not feel that the parents nor the community want to be involved and did not provide encouragement to Mrs. Rose when she first spoke with him regarding her concerns. When Mrs. Rose brought up her concerns again about parental involvement, the principal did schedule a meeting, but only did a Friday announcement to students about the meeting and told the students to let their parents know. This meeting was then poorly attended. To further investigate this problem, I want to take a look at what would be important to know. First of all, as a new administrator, I would like to know the history of the school's involvement with the community and with parents. Was there a time when the involvement was better? I would also like to know more about the community as a whole and understand who the stakeholders are in case I want to engage with them in the future. We also do not know the actual view of the parents. We have the principal's perception, but not what the parents are actually thinking. Last, I would like to learn more about the district's policy on community engagement and how the superintendent views the role of administrators in building the engagement. This may help me to work with my principal in the future. So now that we have looked at what we know and what we need to know, what is the problem? The problem we face is the lack of involvement of the parents and community with the school. We also have the perception of the principal and parents that parents and community do not want to be part of the school. This is in direct conflict with what Mrs. Rose believes. She believes that it is important for the school and community to be connected. So how can Mrs. Rose stick to her beliefs and move forward with involving parents and the community with the school? I would suggest continuing with the current meeting, even with the low attendance. If the meeting was canceled, a negative image would be cast, and it would be hard to schedule another meeting. I would ask the parents present their thoughts and concerns to get an initial idea of what parents were thinking. I would then schedule another parent meeting, utilizing different means of communication, such as email, school reach, and social media. I would work with my principal and other administrators from the district to make a plan to conduct a needs assessment to see what the community values and the involvement they want to have. I would also want to strengthen communication as a whole with my parents and the community through multiple means, and I understand that this communication needs to go both ways. As Mrs. Rose, I would want to be a change agent for my school. Change is not easy, and for one of our modules, we watched a YouTube video called Public School Character Development Affecting Positive Change by Colby Hawkins. In this video, he suggested first assessing where you are, and then determining if you continue on this current path, where will you be, and will that lead you to where you want to go? Obviously, Mrs. Rose sees that there is no parental involvement, and with this current situation, there will continue to be no parental involvement. Therefore, a change needs to happen. Other strategies that I would use to help promote the change to parental involvement would be showing the need for change, which is why I would want to do a needs assessment of the community. I also know that to create change, a plan must be created that is systematic and integrated. This would involve utilizing stakeholders from the community in this process. The last strategy I would use is being a good listener. Listening is the unspoken secret to successful communication. A building administrator must always keep in mind what is best for the students that they serve. We have learned that there is a positive relationship between family and community involvement. and improved student achievement. Therefore, it is best for the students to support engagement from parents and community. Due to community and parent involvement positively impacting students, we need to move forward and show others the benefit. The principal is concerned that parental involvement could go negative, so we must show him slowly how increased parental involvement could be positive, and this will help him to see that change is needed. The problem of increasing community and parental involvement can only be accomplished through the development of a strategic plan that should contain timelines and roles of everyone involved. Through the plan of action that I have developed, I would want to strengthen communication with parents. When I scheduled the next meeting, I would use multi-means of communication to reach as many parents as possible. When one is presented with a problem and has come up with a solution, it is always beneficial to debrief afterwards. While going through the problem, I thought about the need to change the perception. I knew the principal's perception and hoped to change that. I felt some frustration with the principal's lack of encouragement and dismissal of the parents and community. The whole time I stuck to the value of parent and community involvement. The community and schools are better when they work together, which can only have a positive impact on students. Debriefing a problem also involves thinking of what is unresolved and what needs to be further investigated. The biggest unresolved issue is the perception and lack of encouragement from the principal. Again, I would try to change his perception with slowly showing the positive impact from involvement of parents. The areas that need to be further investigated are understanding the needs of the community, making sure that a plan has been developed and is sustainable, and gaining the thoughts of our parents and learning how to further engage them. So as a building administrator, how did my plan to resolve this issue promote academic success for students? As stated earlier, a positive relationship exists between increasing parental involvement and increasing student achievement. So student academic success was promoted by continuing the current meeting, making a plan for further parent involvement, and seeking out stakeholders. A building administrator must also promote the personal well-being of the students. In this case, the goal would be to eventually help the school to become an integral part of the community. This would help the students' well-being due to increased communication and understanding of the families they go home to, and the school listening to the concerns of the community. Throughout this case study, I have developed a plan to promote parent and community engagement. Currently, the school has no involvement from the community or from parents. I would want to promote engagement by scheduling additional meetings and would get this out to parents in a variety of ways. Slowly, I would want to show the positive impact to both my principal and to the community to continue to the development of the school being an integral part. Last, I would like to work with my district to conduct an overall needs assessment to further understand the community we serve. Thank you, and this was my case study.